Hello, everyone, and welcome to GodSaw's Turnbuckle, the wrestling podcast. I'm currently running over here on YouTube.com, and we are going to be here with some predictions for WWE Super Showdown that is going to be airing tomorrow on Thursday. And then, of course, everybody's going to have to try to jump on a plane who's on SmackDown to try to make SmackDown the next day, because scheduling on that one. So it's definitely, again, going to be an interesting show. We all know what happened the last time around, that WWE was over in Saudi Arabia. I'm not really going to get too much in depth on that. I am going back into covering these a little bit more based upon some of the stuff that is going on with these shows now, especially with women's matches being able to appear, women being able to have matches on these shows is one of the reasons why I'm going back to this, because I had definitely had some issues with these in the past that I had done on some other videos that is now on that are still up actually on my old up on my gaming channel, where I was doing reviews in the past. I do have thoughts on that. If you want to watch them, I believe I have a link down in the description for the channel, and you should be able to find those videos. But we're here to do predictions for the show, and we're going to go off and start with a match that was just added today. I am doing this on a Wednesday morning, and it is going to be Mansoor going up against Dolph Ziggler. Mansoor has actually shown a lot, and they usually have him appear on the Saudi Arabia shows. He's from there, everything like that. He does get very good crowd reactions because he is a hometown and homegrown for the country to go along with that. And you know what? The last couple of matches that he's had, he was in the Battle Royal that he ended up winning. It was a 50-man, or I think it ended up being a 51-man Battle Royal. And his match with Cesaro last year was actually quite good. I think he's a very good wrestler. I saw he was on the NXT TakeOver pre-show, where it seems like he's actually quite good on the mic to go along with it. I think he is a talent to probably look at here in the future. He's going to be on this show going up against Dolph Ziggler. I don't see any reason for Mansoor to not win this match, so I'm going to go with Mansoor on this one. Though, again, you have someone like Dolph Ziggler in there who is really good, and I feel like we're going to get a pretty good match to go along with that. Up next, we have Seth Rollins, and he's not your buddy, Murphy, going up against the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team titles. Based off of how these shows were going, there was a period of time where you would probably said that these shows were almost non-consequential, non-canon, everything to go along with that. I feel like you're getting that a little bit more, especially with the aspect of the Universal title during the last show changing hands on the show itself. And I feel like we are going to get a title change here tonight, or in this particular show, and this is the one to do it. And it's not to say that maybe they're going to start X-naying people from the whole thing with Seth Rollins, because I think that would still be a little bit too soon. But they're going to bring back a little bit more of a focus that you have two of your singles guys who's part of this faction as tag team champions, and you have a tag team right over there that is perfectly good for this, for that role of going after the tag team titles with that group, with AOP. So I see the Street Profits actually picking up the victory here and taking the tag team titles, and I'm going to go with that here on this particular one, with the Street Profits winning. Up next, we have the, I'm hoping I'm going to say this properly, it's the Tweak Mountain Trophy Gauntlet, and it's going to have 6 people in it. It used to have Rusev in there, but now Rusev has been taken out. It is now AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, Andrade, R-Truth, Rowan, and I'm forgetting one off the top of my head. I don't think it's Humberto Carrillo, but I'm forgetting one off the top of my head. They seem to have a gauntlet match or a battle royal style match at every one of these particular shows. And it's usually these type of shows or these type of matches are actually quite fun. You had the tag team gauntlet last time. You're having a singles based gauntlet this time around for a trophy to go along with that. I feel like they're going to use this as a storyline tool, and they're going to probably have this be an AJ Styles victory in this particular match. I can see that match I can see this match actually leading to AJ Styles' WrestleMania opponent. He can gloat and do everything like that and lead to wherever his WrestleMania opponent is going to be. On that one, we all have heard the rumors of who it's going to be, or any other potential rumors that goes along with it. I'm not that type of person that just throws it out there. On that one, so it should be an interesting one. This is definitely probably a decent way of getting that started going into the WrestleMania season. Up next, we have ourselves a steel cage match. It is Roman Reigns versus, screw it. He's Baron Corbin. I don't call him King because he's not King. I'm just kidding. It's King Corbin on that one. This feud's been going on for way too long. At this point. Don't get me wrong, some of these areas have actually been quite entertaining, and honestly, some of these matches have been quite entertaining as well, especially the Royal Rumble match that was Falls Count Anywhere. But you were kind of hoping that the feud would end at that point in time, and it just hasn't. And it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it feels like it's that feud that will just never end. I think they're actually going to bring it to an end here. Roman's going over in this match. I don't see any reason to have Baron Corbin go over unless they're going to try to do another match at Elimination Chamber, which not really. They're based off of the rumors that Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns are both in that chamber match to begin with. So I just got Roman on this one, especially if they're going to have him going up against The Fiend or anything like that for his rumored WrestleMania match. Based off of rumors, that may not happen either. To go along with it, they have Roman win this one. Up next, we have the SmackDown Women's title match. It is going to be Bayley going up against Naomi, and they are, billing this as a first ever on that one. At least for WWE, I think it is a first ever time that one of the women's titles has taken place or has been defended in Saudi Arabia, based off of last time where they had their first women's match over there that was aired live on television. I think there was other matches that weren't aired, not WWE wise, but other companies. I don't know the full history on that. I would have to take a look at that. But definitely for airing live on TV, this is definitely a first. I don't see them having a title change here, though this would definitely be a spot that they could you make history with it, saying it's like, first women's title match in Saudi Arabia, and they have a title change. That's definitely a thing that could happen, but I see Bayley going over on this one. It's going to be more intriguing to see how this match is presented. Based off of last time, everything go along with that. It's going to be more interesting to see how this match is presented and how it comes off in front of the live crowd. Based off of last time, I thought it came off pretty good. And I could see that happening here to go along with it. Like I said, it's going to be more interesting to see where or how everything is presented when the match happens itself. Up next, we have the New Day going up against Miz and John Morrison for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I had one set of Tag Team champions going, switching earlier in the show. I don't think we're having two here. I don't think we're having two, though. I could totally see Morrison and Miz doing that. You know what? I was thinking of it being New Day at the time. But no, actually, based off of how I feel like New Day's going to keep this. I was thinking of maybe going John Morrison and Miz, but I don't see them picking up those tag team titles quite yet. But I can see them picking them up here in the very near future. Maybe there's a little bit of I wouldn't say not a clean finish, but not a strong finish to the match. And maybe Miz and Morrison are going to get another shot to go along with it. But I'm going to go with New Day picking up this victory here. Up next, we have ourselves The Fiend versus Goldberg. And, the rumor mills have been running fun on this one based off of potential WrestleMania matches and everything that go along with that. I'm gonna play off of what happened on TV, and I know in this sense maybe Goldberg makes a exception to the quote unquote wrestling math that somebody who is standing tall on the last show before the pay-per-view ends up losing, but I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna go with the Fiend winning this one. Though there's that piece that's like, the things they could do if they put that thing on Goldberg. But I don't think it's time to beat The Fiend yet. It's definitely interesting that they have The Fiend going up against Goldberg in this sense, though, to go along with it. And so it made me waver between either one. But I'm going to go with The Fiend in this one. And picking up the victory, keeping the Universal title. Up next, in which I don't know if it'll main event the show or it'll start the show. I think the last few times that they've been over there, Brock Lesnar started the show. But it is going to be Brock Lesnar going up against Ricochet for the WWE title. This match is probably going to be fun. It's probably going to be fun, but based off of how, they've worked everything with the Royal Rumble, and Drew McIntyre already declaring for the WWE title match, everything on that sense. And don't get me wrong, Paul Heyman's a good hype man, playing off of everything and making you kind of believe it's like, maybe Ricochet could do it. And how they built Ricochet to go along with it. And he's done a lot of different ways of finishing matches that doesn't necessarily just revolve around the 630 recently. So it's one of those things that they are trying to make you believe as much as possible. And honestly, I feel like this match has that potential of being a lot of fun because Brock Lesnar's really worked well with guys who are not of his size to go along with it. Someone who is a faster opponent, someone who is an opponent that can do a duck and dodge, but once he's caught, and he gets chucked around by Brock with that one. Brock Lesnar's going to pick up the victory on this one. I can see them putting Brock Lesnar in some kind of trouble in this match to make it look like Ricochet's going to win or come close to winning. And it just comes up a little bit on the losing end on that particular side of it. So I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar winning this match. And that's pretty much everything I got for you on predictions for the WWE Super Showdown. It should be an interesting show. I'm not going to get to watch it live. On that one, I may watch it a little bit later and do a review a little bit later with it, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case. We'll see how that one ends out going. But with that being said, everybody, peace out, take care, and I hope you have yourself a great rest of your day.